Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on High Tide. As you follow my channel, this has been one of my favorite MJ plays for a while. It's actually had some growth up until the last week or so, but been one of my favorites. So I've been buying here and there, not a lot, but whenever the price looks right, I've picked up some, so I have some more in a retirement account as well. This is High Tide, ticker HITI. I forgot to put my order in here, but oh well. Doing too many things at once. But this was listed on June 3rd, and ever since it's been listed, it's kind of came down, but that provides a buying opportunity for me, so here's a look at the last 3 months, kind of like all the rest, down over 32%. Last month, just about the same, down 30.85%. And in the last week, down 7.14%. And here's a look at today. So, could have played a option on this one and said it's going to go down and made some money on it, but I have 28 shares. I was just trying to buy 2 more, but I didn't end up sending the order, as you can see. I was just leaving some of this for something else, but got 28 shares here in this account, and there's my cost basis at 574, so I'm not too off, especially if it's in the 550 range. I would like to buy some in the 520s or even right at the $5 price, just to knock that down a little bit, but we'll see what tomorrow brings on this one. But this one, each time I talk about it, they've been expanding, and if you don't know what they're into, it's a MJ smoking accessories, lifestyle products, operates through the following segments: wholesale, retail, and corporate. And there's some of the brands, founded in 2009. Small volume on this one, 376,000. Average is $287 million market cap. I feel once, well, we'll say if, but I should say when, because it's got to happen someday on the federal level. When it becomes legalized, this is going to be $1 billion easy, if not sooner. Today's low of 511, high of 549. I have traded this one off and on, and then I just decided to buy and keep it, but you can see you have a 38-cent swing, so you could even trade this one. 52-week low of 216, high of 1329, so it has came down a lot. And next earnings on December 27th, so we'll see what happens on that date. And there's my canceled order I put in, but just bought some last week, it looks like, for $8.50 or $5.55. And as you can see, I'm down below that, but so just keep buying on the dip. And this one even does have good ratings. No ratings here in Robinhood, nor here on Bing, so don't know what's up with that, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But they have some information come out here. This is on the 6th High Tide to raise up to Canadian $40 million through newly established ATM program. And so it's poised to raise up to $40 million by issuing its common shares through a newly established at-the-market equity offering program. Calgary-based MJ retailer said it plans to issue common shares from the Treasury to the public from time to time at its discretion and subject to regulatory requirements. High Tide will determine at its sole discretion the date, minimum price, and maximum number of common shares to be sold under the ATM program. High Tide is poised to raise up to $40 million by issuing its common shares through a newly established at-the-market equity offering program. I found that was kind of interesting. I've talked about this one numerous times. It's always adding to the retail locations. That's another reason why this is one of my favorite plays. The Calgary-based MJ retailer said it plans to issue its common shares from the Treasury to the public from time to time at its discretion and public regulatory requirements. High Tide will determine at its sole discretion the date, minimum price, and maximum number of common shares to be sold under the ATM program. Sales of the common shares through the ATM program will be made under the terms of an equity distribution agreement dated December 3rd, 2021, entered into among the High Tide ATB Capital Markets Incorporated and ATB Capital Markets USA Incorporated. In addition, the company agreed to pay the agents a cash fee of 2% of the gross proceeds for common shares sold under the ATM agreement and reimburse certain expenses incurred by the agents. So this kind of goes over some more news. MJ retailer High Tide stock slightly up on closing of $31.24 million NuLeaf acquisition. $250 million expected in MJ sales Green Wednesday. Kicks off holiday weed sales boost. That's just funny. Kicks off holiday weed sales boost. MJ Daily, November 24, 2021. So getting, you never know when you'll open up your Christmas present and have a couple bags of you know what in there. So we'll probably nothing I'll be getting for Christmas, nor will I be buying any of that for anybody for Christmas presents, but I'm sure there's some out there that do, so no offense, it's all good. I was just making a joke, and so hopefully nobody's offended by that by any means, but whether on the holiday level or purchasing the product, so I'm not against either one, so it's all good. High Tide expands U.S. reach via $31.24 million acquisition of 80% stake in NuLeaf Naturals. MJ retailer High Tide ramps up retail presence in Saskatchewan and Ontario. And so like I said, they're just expanding and growing and everything. It's all good. So all good for High Tide. This kind of goes over a little bit more about Cantor's updated model for NuLeaf CBD deal. This is dated on the 10th, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Benzinga Option School Leader Instructor shares his principles for generating income from options. There you can click on the link. Been doing some options lately myself on some smaller AT&T. I have another REIT. It's NLY and IVR. I've been doing some options on those, so not a whole lot. I'm not getting rich by any means, but just trying to win every time, and did win a couple on AT&T and then lost a couple, so after it took a dip, but in the end, as long as it's green, as long as you're ahead, it's all good. So, and a recent analyst from Cantor Fitzgerald remained neutral on High Tide and established a price target of $7.75 for the stock. And this person remains, don't know what happened to my screen, remains neutral on High Tide and lowered the 12-month price target to $7.75 from $8.75. That's still good. It's up $2 from what they're projecting it. So over here on Reddit, High Tide a buy. I say it is, but I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. You just have to do your own due diligence. Here on StockTwits, currently at $5.20, low of $2.05, high of $13.29. Updated my DD a bit today. It's Friday. You ain't got anything to do. Stock is not the company is not the stock. If you're invested into MJ sector, you only need to wait. That's what I say right there. The key is to buy as much as you want and wait. So it's got to be going up after everything becomes legal. That's how I look at it. So, and here on tip ranks, currently showing high tide and strong buy out of 4 ratings. 3 are showing a buy to an 109% upside to $10.91. High of $14.15, low of $6.88. But if you have any of high tide, go ahead and list that in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you want to share with us on high tide. Again, it's probably one of my favorite MJ plays right now, one that I'm buying, probably buying this one most, in regards to any of the other ones. I mean, I have a bunch of other ones, a bunch of ETFs. As you follow my channel, I'll put all that in the comments as well, but it's all good. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.